Find the solution. Now we're actually solving something, so look up above. How could I rewrite that? Because right now when we have two things, we're adding them together, it doesn't help us a lot. So I'd rather have things being multiplied that I can split up into factors and set the factors equal to 0. So what is it? Tell me the pattern we're writing down. Now it's x plus y divided by 2. So you're going to do the first thing, which is 5x, plus the second thing, which is a 3x, and we divide by 2. Then what?
Cosine.
Then a cosine, 5x, first part, minus the second part, all over 2, and we're still set equal to 0. Clean up what's in parentheses. What's 8x divided by 2? And 5x minus 3x is 2x divided by 2, which is x. So when you go to split this up into the two factors, I really don't need to do anything with the 2. Setting 2 equal to 0 does not help. But we're going to set the sign of 4x equal to 0, and we're going to set the cosine of x equal to 0. Now, here, if it was a plane x, what is the sign of x equal to 0? What angle? When is sine 0? 0 degrees and 180 degrees. Do not use 360, right? We're not using 360. It says stay less than 2 pi. So 4x equals 0 degrees plus 360k, and 4x equals 180 plus 360k. What value does k start at? K will start as a 0. If you start with a negative integer, remember k is an integer, so if you start with a negative, you're outside the 0 to 2 pi range. So when k is 0, what do you get? Oops. Sorry. I totally apologize. I was just super excited to solve this problem and get it over with. We forgot to divide by 4 everywhere? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm better than that. Divide by 4 everywhere here. Okay, now k is x is by itself. So if k is a 0 here, 90 times 0 plus 0 is still 0 degrees. But now when k is 1, what do we get? 90 plus 0, we get 90. When k is 2, what do we get? 180. When k is 3, what do we get? 270. When k is 4, what do we get? Too much. That's too much. When you hit 490s, you're at 360, which again does not fit the range of values. Over here, if k is 0, what do you get? K is 45. X is 45. When k is 1, what do you get? 135. When k is 2, what do we get? 180 plus 45 is 225. When k is 3, what do we get? No? 270 plus 45 is 315. But when we get to k is 4, that's when we have too much again. So we have 8 answers coming from that one. What answers do we get from cosine is 0? Top and bottom. That's just a duplicate of these 4, right? 90 and 270 are in this group over here. So your answers really are the top, bottom, left, and right. And then all the 45s in that other group, which you do not have to do this. I'm just. So if you want to run the inner circle, it'd be the top, the bottom, left, and right from this group. And this group's all the 45s in every quadrant. These are just repeated of this first group, so you don't have to write them again. 5.1 and 5.2. This is kind of a verified problem. Prove that this is a true statement. Let's start over here. This looks fairly complicated compared to that one. So remember, we're going to circle what's more complicated. Look at the box. Which one goes sine of t plus sine of 3t? So sine plus sine. What are you going to get? The one that is the very top one. So you're working with that top one. It goes 2 times the sine, add them together, divide by 2, cosine, subtract them, divide by 2. Right? 2 times the sine times the cosine. You put first plus second divided by 2, first minus second divided by 2. When you do cosine plus cosine, what's the pattern?
The 1, 2 below it.
So you add the first 2. I don't know. Okay. Then another cosine. So you do t minus 3t divided by 2. Okay. All I'm doing is following the pattern that's in the box. If somebody's adding sines together, you should follow what's in blue. If somebody's adding cosines together, you should follow what's in green. What crosses off?
T minus.
Cosines are the same top and bottom. Get rid of them. 2 is the same. Get rid of it. So all I have left is the sine. What is t plus 3t divided by 2? 4t divided by 2. Cosine in the bottom, t plus 3t divided by 2 is 4t divided by 2. I may be simplifying more than I need to, but this ends up being the sine of 2t over the cosine of 2t. So that's a double angle of sine over the double angle of cosine, which is double angle for tangent. And that's what we're trying to do.
Great job, Jeffrey.